Hey, hello and welcome to another video. Chandresh Kudwa here. Today we're going to discuss 5 amazing tapping licks from the one and only Edward Van Halen. So stick around. Alright, so let's look at the last lick from Eruption, the tapping part of the studio version, which goes like this. So these are E minor and B major triads. The tapped note remains the same, which is the 12th fret on the second string, which is the B note. And then you pull off to the 5 and 8, which is E and G. Do that 4 times. And then the tapped note remains the same. You just simply shift your left hand fingering, exact same shape, down a half step, which gives you fret number 4 and 7, and you do the exact same thing. The triad or the arpeggio changes to B major here. Right, and you try and do that nice and smooth in time and slowly increase your speed. And once you get that, you need to alternate once E minor and then once B major. So that goes like this. And that's how the tapping part of Eruption ends. Alright, now if you watch the live version of this same clip, I'll try and put the link to that clip in the description below. Eddie plays this entire piece, Eruption, and then he gets on to the 5th string, and then he starts to play this really wide interval, which is again a B major arpeggio, and he plays this lick. So you start off by tapping on the 9th fret of the 5th string, pull off to the 2nd, and then hammer on to the 6th. So you do that 6 times. So the 7th time you pull off back to the 6. Alright, and then again play the same thing. But this time add the open A. So the entire lick till here. Right, and then this particular pattern continues and he keeps speeding that up. That's how that pattern goes. I'll combine the entire thing really nice and slow. Alright, next up is the intro lick from Hot for Teacher. It's kind of got a similar concept like the one that we learned previously, where there is an open string involved, but here the left hand moves the shape up a whole step to get a different arpeggio. It starts off with the A minor, and then it becomes, then he plays a D major triad. So that pattern goes like this. Right, so you see that it's the same shape, but it moves up a whole step, resulting in a completely different arpeggio. So it's a wonderful exercise to kind of build up strength while stretching, and it involves your index finger and your pinky to kind of it involves it so much that you have to kind of build strength and control, so that because the gain used is quite a bit, so you can actually end up flicking the other strings and making them ring over your tapping lick which kind of can sound really muddy. So all in all, it's a great workout for your left hand. So work on it and build up speed slowly. All right, what's happening here is you play the 14th fret on with your pinky on the first string, and then tap on the 15th with your index, and then there are 3 pull-offs. So I'm pulling off to 14, then 12, and then 10. So that happens thrice, and the exact same shape goes on to the second string, and the same pattern is played twice. And there's a little slide happening on the 12th to the 13th with the middle finger. So the whole lick slow. Right, again work on it and slowly build up speed. Alright, so another tapping lick from the same solo, Beat It, goes something like this. Alright, so what's happening here is tapping on the 15th fret, pulling off to the 8th on the first string, and then hammering back on the 12th fret, resulting in a C major arpeggio or a C major triad. And that's alternated with the same shape being played on the second string to get the G major triad. And that gets repeated again. And once it's repeated 4 times, you go on and tap the 17th fret, pull off to the 10th, and then hammer on back on the 14th. And a couple of taps and pull-offs from 17th to the 10th. Yeah, so the entire lick combined. Alright, so this one's the final lick. This one is from the song Panama, and this is how it goes. So it's a very cool bent tapped lick. So what you need to do is bend a whole step on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And while it's bent, you will tap on fret number 14, 12, 14, 16. And the bent note will act like a pedal tone. So after every tap, you'll go back to that bent note. So after that final tap on the 12th fret, you will release the bend. So that entire lick slowly. Alright, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and learn all these licks, and do comment and tell me how it's going, and like the video. If you're a first time viewer, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you soon with another video. Bye bye.